Hi children, hello, how are you? Welcome to my E-Samveda class for our 8th standard students. We started in the previous session about crop production and management. We studied about nature and its components and why do animals need food. We also studied the different types of crops in different seasons. We studied a few steps in the agricultural practices, that is preparation of soil, agricultural tools. So today we will continue it. In the second session we will be studying about sowing of the seeds, how to sow them. Next, what are the tools used for sowing, and the most important, manure and fertilizers. So we will also study about preparation of organic manure, advantages of organic manure. Then we will see the difference between organic manure and chemical fertilizers. So first we will come to sowing. So first of all, what is this sowing? It is a simple thing, digging the soil or the earth, putting the seeds into the earth, or sometimes we scatter the seeds. You also call it as broadcasting. We scatter the seeds on the earth. You call it as sowing. So, how to select the seeds for sowing? Simply you cannot put the seeds anything and everything. There are some methods. We have to see some important things. Like, first of all, you should see to it that it is a good quality seed. Next, it should be healthy. There should not be any bacterial or fungal infection. Next, we have to see clean and healthy, good variety seeds, good genetically good seeds. You have to see that. So, how to separate the damaged seeds from the healthy seeds? There is a small activity, just observe it. You can see how you can separate the damaged ones from the healthy ones. See here, water is taken and we are adding some seeds. Madam is adding the seeds. If the healthy seeds will sink, whereas the hollow or the damaged seeds will float. So like this you can identify the healthy seeds from the damaged seeds. Thank you, madam. You can do the same thing with other seeds also. So did you see how we can identify the healthy from the damaged ones? But I am asking you, why the seeds are floating on the water? The damaged seeds, why do they float on water? Simple, the seeds float on water because they are light in weight. They are very light. Why they are light? Because the damaged seeds are hollow. Inside nothing is present. It is husky. So they float. So they are not healthy seeds. So like this we can separate. Now next we will see some equipments used for sowing the seeds. So usually the traditional equipments used in sowing the seed is a seed drill. So let us see how it is. So let us see the structure and also the function of the traditional seed drill. You can see here the other side the person is holding the seed drill. Here you can see the picture of seed drill. At the top you find funnel like structure. You can see the funnel like structure. Then the long tube like structure. At the end you can see it is very sharp. So like that, on the top in the funnel like structure they will put the seeds, and the bottom sharp portion will pierce through the soil and put the seeds there, and then it is sown. We can see it in detail. sometimes usage of sowing machinery in traditional seed drills also can be used. I want you to watch this video. So children, so what is the advantage of using seed drill machine? So to the traditional seed drill, they are using the machinery. So what are the advantages? Let us see. See, seeds will be sown at a uniform equal distance. I want you to write down, at uniform equal distances we can sow the seeds. Next is, seeds will be sown uniformly at same depth in the soil. Whereas if you do in the hand, it might be sometimes uneven depth, but when you sow using a machinery, it will have the same depth. Next, seeds are covered by the soil and protects from being eaten by birds. As soon as sown, it is covered by the soil and it protects it from the birds. It also saves time and labor of the farmers. So like this, you can do it very fast. So this is the advantage of using machinery in seed drills. Now look at this patch of land, how the paddy is grown. I will show you another picture. See here, you can see the nursery. So sometimes, what is the reason to make these nurseries? Now watch this video. So are you observing the video? How evenly it is spread over? Yes. Did you see the difference in the crops? Yes. So what happens is, to sow them evenly in the field, what we have to do is, first we have to grow in small nurseries. Sometimes what happens is, when you sow them, some of the seeds may be dead and some of them may have grown in some other directions, they might have bent some other sides. So what happens when you grow in a nursery, whatever dead seeds or undamaged ones can be easily removed, and then from them you can transfer to the soil, you can put into the soil properly. So for that we use nurseries. Now see the difference in these two crops. Now here, observe this piece of land. I will show you another piece of land. So children, did you notice the difference? In the first one, there was lots of gaps and the plants had not grown very well. Whereas in the second field, it had grown evenly, it had grown very well. It was lush green. So what may be the reason for the difference in growth of the plants? Yes? Yes. Here, because of the deficiency of the nutrients in the first patch of land, it had not grown well. Then, how to provide nutrients? In the second patch, they had provided nutrients. So, they had grown very, very well. So, how to provide that? Very simple, by adding manure. So, what is a manure? So, the substance that is added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants. You call them as manures and also fertilizers. So, providing nutrients to the soil in the form of manure, you call it as manuring or fertilizing the soil. So, like this, there are some nutrients which are very much required for the soil. So, if you provide these manures, the plants will grow very well. So, fertilizers are of two types. One is organic manure and the other one is chemical fertilizers. The organic manure is made in many ways, whereas the chemical fertilizers are basically made in factories using chemicals. So let us see how to prepare organic manure. A sir has shown you how to make the manure in his school. So let us see and enjoy. So children, you understood how to prepare organic manure. It is done by school children. So let us see briefly how we can do organic manure. First, by decomposition of plant and animal waste. This is one method of preparing organic manure, that is using plant and animal waste. Next is by the decomposition activity of microorganisms. The microorganisms will start decomposing the material, that is the waste material. And finally, the earthworms. You know that earthworms are called as the friends of farmers, so they will help in the preparation of organic manure. I hope you also will do all this in your school garden or in your kitchen garden, so that you can prepare your own organic manure and the plants will be very happy to get that. Now, sometimes though we add organic manure, the plants may not grow very well. That is because sometimes the manure that you have added may not contain the nutrients that is required for the plants to grow. So that time, for our rescue, we will have these chemical fertilizers. So these chemical fertilizers, as the name itself suggests, they are made up of chemicals and they are basically manufactured in the factories. So some of the examples for chemical fertilizers are ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash and NPK. NPK is nothing but N means nitrogen, P means phosphorus, K means potassium. So these are the three major nutrients required in appropriate quantities for the plants to grow. So, NPK is also present. You also find urea, superphosphate, super double phosphate, like this. Many manures or chemical fertilizers are used in your agricultural fields. We will do one small activity that is present in your textbook. First, you take some moong or gram seeds and germinate them. Next, you select 3 equal sized seedlings. Take 3 empty glasses or similar vessels. Mark them A, B and C. To glass A, add little cow dung and manure. In glass B, put the same amount of soil mixed with a little urea. Next, take the same amount of soil in glass C without adding anything. Now pour the same amount of water in each glass and plant the seedlings in them. Keep them in a safe place and water them daily. After 7 to 10 days, observe their growth. This is there in your textbook. See, here the girls are preparing them. In the A, you have only organic manure. In the B, we have chemical fertilizer. In C, there is neither the manure nor the fertilizer. It is just the soil. You can see the growth on all the 3. In the A1, you see that the plants have grown, okay, but in B, they are very tall and they have flourished very well. Whereas in C, you can see small, short plants. By this, what do you understand? Yes, of course, you understood that the B1, that is the chemical fertilizer container, grows very well. So, what does this mean? So, chemical fertilizers are very good for the plants to grow. So, what did you understand from this is chemical fertilizers provides the nutrients very fastly or rapidly. So, immediately the plants will grow very well, and organic manures provide nutrients very slowly. And the disadvantages of this chemical fertilizers is, though they help in the growth of the plants very rapidly, it has its own limitations. Let us see them. If you add too much of this chemical fertilizers, they will reduce the fertility of the soil. In the first crop, when you use it, the crop grows very well. Whereas, by the time you use for the second crop, the quantity of the chemical fertilizer you have to use is more. And when the rain comes, the excess of these fertilizers will dissolve in rainwater and cause the water pollution. This is one disadvantage. Whereas in the organic manure, you know that slow and steady wins the race. So, this organic manure, it increases the water retaining capacity of the soil. It improves the texture of the soil. So, it helps the soil to improve its quality. The humus will be more. Then it makes the soil porous. So, there will be lot of holes in it so that the roots can penetrate deeply into the soil and the exchange of gases will take place. So, the roots can penetrate deeply and the exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide necessary, will take place very easily. Next, you also see it also increases the number of useful organisms. So, if you add chemical fertilizers, it kills many useful bacteria and also the organisms, earthworms, etc. present in the soil. Whereas, this organic manure will retain all those and it will help them to flourish and increase the quality of the soil. Next, so it replenishes the nutrients to the soil. So, you understood by this that organic manures are far better than chemical fertilizers. So, not only this, there is another method of replenishing the nutrients other than adding the fertilizers. So, you know that sometimes when you growing, once you take a crop, once you harvest, you have to leave the field for some time. When you are not able to leave it for some time, then there is another best method, that is crop rotation. So, in the crop rotations, what happens is, in one season we may grow a monocot plant, in the next season try to grow a dicot plant. In crop rotation, you have to grow crops one after the other, or you can grow them alternatively. So like that you can increase and retain the fertility of the soil. Now here, usually if you use leguminous plants, you can increase the fertility of the soil while growing the dicot plants. These leguminous plants are very useful. So you saw that the leguminous plants' roots have small nodules in them. These nodules will contain a bacteria called rhizobium. This rhizobium bacteria will help in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate into the soil. The nitrate present in the soil is very helpful for the plant to grow very well. So it is a natural fertilizer. So the more you grow these leguminous plants, the more will be the fertility of the soil. For that you can use beans, pea plants, winged beans, etc. plants. So all these are leguminous plants. So my dear children, today we learnt about how to sow the seeds. That means they have to be sown at equidistances, equidepth. Then you have to cover so that the insects and birds do not eat the seeds. Like that we studied about sowing. Then the traditional methods of using sowing, using seed drill. We also saw how we can use a seed drill machine. Next, we also saw what are manures, why are manures required for the fields. In the manures we studied about organic manure and also the chemical fertilizers. We also studied the difference between the organic manure and the chemical fertilizers. We basically saw what are the limitations of chemical fertilizers and what are the advantages of organic manure, and we also saw how to prepare organic manure and the various advantages of it. We saw the disadvantages of chemical fertilizers. Then we saw how to replenish the nutrients by using the crop rotation method. So my dear children, I hope you understood all these things. So let us come to a small quiz now. So please identify the wrong statement among the following. So these farmers, here they means farmers, they select healthy seeds. Next one, they use organic manure. Third one, they select seeds seeing the color of the seeds. Fourth one, they use crop rotation method. So the correct answer for this is, can you tell me? Yes, you are absolutely right. They select seeing the color of the seeds. You know that they will not see the color, they will see the quality and other things for sowing the seeds. Next, name this tool. So the options are plow, seed drill machine, hoe and seed drill. So what is this? Identify. The correct answer is the seed drill. Next, the nutrient provided by leguminous plants is nitrogen, potash, superphosphate and none of the above. So the correct answer is nitrogen. Next one, let us see about chemical fertilizers. They are helpful for higher yield. Next one, it helps the water retaining capacity of the soil. Next one, makes the soil porous. And finally, increases the useful organisms. So which is the correct one? The correct answer is, it is helpful for higher yield and remaining everything it cannot do. Next, the suggestions you give to the farmers are, what suggestions would you give them? First one, using seed drill machine for sowing seeds. Next one, using more chemical fertilizers. Third one, using organic manure. And the fourth one, A and C. So the correct answer is A and C. So what are A and what are C? A is using seed drill machine for sowing seeds and C is using organic manure. Now answer the following, okay? Mention the differences between manure and fertilizer. Next question, having nursery is better than sowing. Justify this statement. Next one, name any 5 leguminous plants which you have come across. Next, so I am very thankful for many people and farmers and so many school children who have helped me to do so many activities. I also thank the teachers who have helped me to do this video and pictures, and so many have provided me so many activities. I thank all of them and all the best to you children. Please study well. Thank you one and all.